Hey Gerard, how's it going? I just want to check something with you. Seeing you're the first person in the chat, I just want to make sure this setup's working. I'm trying a new setup, so I just want to make sure that firstly my audio is coming across okay. Secondly, that you can see that screen, or that screen that you're looking at, that's got the headwind information on it. And then I want to just check what the quality's like when the gameplay comes up, because I'm trying something completely different to what I have been doing lately to try and sort out this issue that I've been having. So I'm hoping you can help me out with this. Alright, let's see what happens here.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us for the Whitstable Championship. My name is Luke Elvey. Alongside me, as always, is John McCarthy, and we're excited to bring this day's action to you.
Thanks for the intro, Luke, and this is going to be a great round of golf to watch. We are here at Rasputin, and it's looking intimidating off the bat. What can you tell us about the first hole?
This is a tough course, John, and it sets the tone right from the opening hole. If you look across the water, you'll see two options for your tee shot. I think that most players will tend to go for the island fairway on the left, as this takes some of the greenside bunkers out of play.
So you can hear the
Thanks,
commentators.
Chat after 9 holes, see what's happening.
Yeah, you can hear the commentators, you can hear me, you can see the screen. What's it like quality wise? Is it good? It's smooth, it's all good.
Fairway bound.
Oh man, I'm so chuffed with that. Alright.
215 to the pin.
So what I've done is I've changed the setup completely. I brought my PS4 upstairs. I've got that linked to the TV here. I'm using remote access to bring the stream into Streamlabs OBS. And yeah, it seems to be working okay. So I'm glad that it's good, because it is now solving all the issues I had with the swing. So hopefully we're going to have no more grumbles about the swing.
Going with the 4-iron here.
I thought I'd I'd use my my PGA tour career as a little bit of a
On that approach shot. Not enough club, I think.
a little bit of a litmus test. So I'm hoping that's okay with you. Thank you for the thanks for the information.
About 15.
Hey Benny, how's it going?
From here.
I probably won't play this all the way through. In fact, I might do. I'm going to get a bogey here on the first hole. Hey, 0 games for me. How you doing?
And starting the day at 1 over par.
Alright, I'm just going to turn off these commentators, so just give me a second. I normally leave them on for this.
Second hole has in store.
Let me just get rid of these commentators. Give me 1 second, guys. Whoops. Commentary volume. Let me just turn these guys off. There we go. As I say, I'm probably not going to play the full round. I'm just seeing whether this is all sorted now. It was really bugging me, and I wanted to get it all set up. The whole reason for me doing streaming again was to get everything absolutely smooth and perfect for when the new game drops. Yeah, really hyped, really hyped for the new game, and that's why, you know, those of you that have been tuning in lately for the streams have been seeing me struggle immensely with playing with a controller on the PC. But you can see now, if I do this, I'm using the PlayStation. Alright, so I'm back on the PlayStation. Back into the game. I'm using the PlayStation controller. I've got it plugged into my headphones so I can hear the game. The audio from the game's coming through on the stream. I'm using remote access on the PC to access the game, but I'm playing it live through the PlayStation, which is sitting right here next to me. So it is it's all good. It's all good at the minute. I'm chuffed that this is working. I'm chuffed to bits that the stream's looking good for you guys. Just not playing particularly great, but at least the balls, I'm driving the ball straight now. There we go, we're in. Yeah, really looking forward to the new game, Benny. We've got, what, about a month and a half to go before it drops. I'm probably, I think, I haven't done it in the past. I mean, this one that I'm using here, this is a digital version of TGC 2019. I may go for the digital version of 2K21 because I like the fact that it, you know, you don't have to worry about putting discs into the console or any of that kind of stuff. Just a side note, if you guys can just tell me, can you hear the fan in the PlayStation on the microphone if I shush for a minute? There is a little bounce on the mic meter on the screen. I do have the microphone currently set up right next to the PlayStation, so it might be picking some fan noise up. I'm picking up a new monitor on Sunday, and I am going to be relocating the microphone up here, so it might, well, not right in front of me, behind the camera. It might be a little bit better, so I just wanted to make sure that it's not too loud at the moment, so that'd be great if you guys could give me some feedback there. And there's very little lag. I mean, I'm looking at the stream on there and there's very little lag on here at all. So that's great. I mean, I'm not entirely sure that I'd want to play the round through the stream. But I don't need to. I've got the game right here. I've got it through the HDMI port, so I can see it on here. I'm still 1 over par, mind. And I'm still languishing right down the leaderboard. This is something a little bit different. I mean, I don't normally stream this kind of stuff. I mean, this is part. I restarted my PGA Tour career not too long ago, and every time I've sort of had a half an hour to spare, I've been jumping on and playing around on the career, but not a lot. Are you still in touch with Lee, etc.? It was so nice to play with all of you at the beginning of TGC 2019. I'm not in touch with Lee, I'm afraid. I know that he still streams. Occasionally I check out his videos. No, but I'm not in touch with him at all, I'm afraid. Still got him as a friend on PlayStation. But haven't spoken to him in a long time. Goggles Walter. Now there's a name I haven't ever seen before. Welcome to the stream. Let's see if we can pick up an eagle here. If that stays on the green. I don't think it will. It could just go into the first cut. Yeah, first cut. Let's drop this down to the putter. Get it close. We aren't going to be picking up an eagle, I don't think. Let's see if we can get this back. Yeah, no, I've been been a while since you streamed. I was wondering what happened to you, and now you're back. Yeah, it has been. I was having a look the other day. I mean, I have streamed sort of 7, 8, 9. But I think I've streamed 11 in a row. This is probably the 12th. But before that, I hadn't streamed in 7 months. So it's been a long time since I actually was streaming. This isn't. For those of you that are joining for the first time tonight on a live stream, this is not what I normally do. I'm trying a new setup. I think I've got it down. Hopefully got it down. So I'm just trying this just to see if things are going to go all right. They seem to be stable at the moment. I think I'm going to keep them as they are. This is going to be an interesting shot. I've got a couple of little bits around the desk here that I want to move around and relocate. But apart from that, I don't want to change an awful lot. Hey Brian, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Didn't realise you were back uploading. I am back uploading, yes. So no team matches with Boxer Dog, Nigel, etc. You know what, I'll always jump on with people and have a round, but it's been so long I don't even know. I really do not even know who still plays. It's been so long. A little bit fast there. You're not on PC now. I made the jump from PS4 to PC. It's a lot smoother and a lot... Oh, mate. In my opinion, PC was an absolute bloody nightmare. For the last 12 rounds, I've been pulling my hair out. That's why I've investigated this new setup, and I'm sticking with it now because my swing's back down. Absolutely spot on. A little bit fast out that bunker now, but my swing's back to how it should be. So yeah, I'm streaming through PC. I've got PC going on here, Streamlabs OBS, but I'm playing through the PlayStation. Tricky little shot here. See what I mean about the swing? It's chalk and cheese between PS4 and PC. PC, that would have been all over the place. At least I'm hitting the greens. Right, 36 feet. Up the hill, should start to slow up a wee bit here. That's okay. 3 feet out. Alright, honest, I find it easier on PC. I use Xbox One controller, frame rate is more stable. Yeah, I mean, I had nothing but problems. I mean, if you go back and watch sort of the last 11 videos I posted, I was using PlayStation controller, Xbox 360 controller, wired, wireless. I tried everything, man. It was absolutely shocking. We'll play when the new system comes out and play on it. As far as I know, Birdies and Beagles is still active on Facebook, but I haven't played in a very long time. Birdies and Beagles. Man, I can't even remember who the guys were that set that up. I know that... Was it Matt? It's been so long. Are you getting a PS5? Without a shadow of a doubt, I will be getting a PS5. I will be one of the first names on the list. I need a bounce here. I need a good bounce. Looks like AAA games will be priced at $70 going forward. Yeah, which is probably about £60, 59.99 here in the UK. Don't know whether this is classified as a AAA game. It might be now that it's got the 2K Sports logo attached to it, but it never was before. It was always sort of an indie game. Tony Caldwell. Tony. What was Tony's name on the PlayStation? Matt Rowe, Timo, Gilbert, and yeah, all those guys. Crumbs, those are some names. Great videos, Tim. Can't wait for new game. Leand75 or Leand75? Lee and 75. Welcome to the stream. That's a name I haven't seen before. Thank you very much for jumping into the stream. Thanks for joining the chat. Do appreciate it. Level par for the round. One birdie, one bogey, all the rest pars. PGA Tour 2K21 looks very arcadey and gimmicky, sadly. You know what the thing is that I think for those of us that transitioned from the Tiger Woods series to this game, it went from an arcade type golf game, great fun. I had hours and hours of fun on the PGA Tour series, the EA Sports series. It went from being arcadey but thoroughly enjoyable to this game, which is very, very simulation type. I wouldn't even call this a game. I said this from the early doors. I mean, I've been playing this game since early access on PC, then played it on PS4 console on TGC, TGC2, TGC 2019. This is more of a simulation than a video game. I would not call this a video game at all. I like the fact that they're adding a little bit more fun back into the game. Some of the elements are a little bit more light-hearted. You know, the cutscenes to the other guys. I think that's a cracking feature. I really do. The fact that they're adding the pros into the game, I really do. I am really, really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really good game. I mean, I like the visual interface. That's one of the things that I was looking at when they did the playthrough at TPC Scottsdale. Oh, what a shot, man! Just to see what it was like visually, and I think that they've done a great job. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I mean, I've even reached out to the marketing team to see if I can get my hands on a copy. Not that I'm averse to actually paying for it. I will pay for it. I've got no problem with paying for it, but if I can get a copy early, much like I did with this one, it would be great. It would be great. Mac Halston, haven't seen that name before. Welcome from Houston, Texas. You can't play as the pros. Yeah, I'm not particularly fussed about that. I never played as the pros when I played the EA Sports game. You know, I'd much rather play as myself against the pros. I think that's more of a challenge. Not enough European and probably no European courses. I mean, there's probably no European courses because of the fact that it's a PGA Tour branded game. I would imagine there's not enough. I mean, what have we got European-wise? We've got Sergio and Pulse. Is that it? So, you're quite right. There's not enough European representation. It would have been nice if they had John Rahm in there, maybe. Yeah, I think there are a couple of names that they could have added in. Would have been nice to see Tiger in it, but I don't know whether he's still got an affiliation with EA Sports. He's probably still under contract with them. Jordan Spieth, as much as I detest the guy, Jordan Spieth, Ricky Fowler, Brooks, DJ would have been great to see. Europeans, Tommy Fleetwood, Beef, You know, it would have been great to see Beef in there. I mean, I know that he slipped down the world rankings, but it would have been great to have somebody really unorthodox in the game. I need a bounce. I need a Wilson bounce here. Boom. Yeah, Henrik Stenson. Justin Rose. Yeah. Have you ever tried golfing on the Xbox? Have I? I don't think I have. Xbox 360, yes, not Xbox One. Ninja, welcome back to the stream, buddy. I would rather wait for the initial bugs to be fixed and also see the reviews before buying the new game. They may have DLC for the... Yeah, that's a good shout, actually, because, you know, they haven't mentioned DLC, they haven't mentioned updates and that kind of stuff, so they should have some of the old and great players. Yeah, I mean, I loved that in the old game, you know, I think it was the EA Sports, the Tiger Woods 12. I think it was 12, where they had Jack Nicklaus, Greg Norman, Gary Player, Arnie, Fred Couples, Sevi. You know, do you not do the full swing? Hey, here we go. A lot of people ask me that question. I can do the full swing. I do it when I'm playing on TGC tours. But when I'm playing casually like this, I don't. I use a flick swing method. I could probably try and show you guys. I mean, I do tend to, I don't know whether you can see that. I tend to pull it back and then just do that. And that's why it leaves that little bit of the bar at the top that hasn't been completed or filled. But when I play on TGC tours, I do a full swing like that. So you can see I can do a full swing and it still stays fairly straight. It's just I normally just do it as... Your swing is banned on TGC tours. I know it's banned. I know it's banned, and that's why when I play on the tour, I don't do the flick swing. But it's been a while since I played on the tour, so I'm not that bothered, to be honest. That would be nice to have some of the old legends on the new game. It was challenging playing the old guys. Yeah, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Where are we now? Patrick Cantlay, Thomas Peters. One behind... with a few holes to go, 7 holes to go. So let's see if we can pull this back. Might have to drop this down. It's not a long hole, so that's pretty good. And I spent a bit more time on this guy actually, you know, looks wise and outfit wise. So Greg Norman, the Great White Shark. Yeah. Do we already know whether the swing mechanics will be the same? We know nothing about anything, you know, mechanically. They've also said very little about the course designer. So I can't give you any more information than you already know. I'm afraid I don't know. Oh, that's gone. The wind's taken that a lot more than what I thought it was going to. It might hit that slope as well. Yep. All right. How do you think TGC Tours will host tournaments now with only one swing set? When you say one swing set, you mean one swing level, as in there's no beginner, pro, and master. Is that what you mean? Have you ever played Perfect Golf? I have played Perfect Golf. Not a lot, granted. Mechanics are easier, Benny. I mean, it will be interesting first day when we pick up the game. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to get it. A lot of people will grumble about stuff, and a lot of people will love stuff. I am... Alright, there's a fast. That's unusual. Probably got into the bad habits of playing on PC. I hope the new game is a realistic and the same swing mechanics as the 2019 game. I mean, they're still using HP Studios for the basic premise of the game, so I can't see it being that different, if I'm honest. So, you know, who knows? We could be in for a proper treat. I'm hopeful. I really am. I hacked that out. I don't even know whether it's going to get there. It is. I'm waiting for 2K. I'm waiting for 2K of HB to demo the course designer. Yeah. I mean, for the course designers out there, they haven't given anything away as yet. So that's the group of people that I'm feeling a little bit sorry for. Yeah, they must be sorry for. I mean, they must be hugely underwhelmed by the proposition of the new game at the moment, because they've seen nothing along the lines of course designer. TGC 2019, my favourite ever game. I mean, that's a bold statement. Favourite ever game. I mean, that's big. That's big statement. That is. There's no club difficulty set. The difficulty is determined by the club you pick. I mean that is more realistic. I mean, for example, when I play golf, you know, my go-to clubs tend to be 5 and 7. You know, my 5 iron and my 7 iron I hit really well. I tend to pick my 7 and give it an extra bit of welly when I've got a sort of a 6 iron yardage, for example. So it'll be interesting to see how they do that, because that would suggest that the shorter irons, i.e. your wedges and your 9, 8, 7 maybe, they're going to be easier to play than the longer irons, the 4, 3, 2, 1s and the hybrids. I just hope they haven't made the swing too easy to master. I'd be very surprised if they haven't got different swing levels. I mean, I don't know where Goggles has got that information from. You know, it hasn't been mentioned at all, as far as I'm aware, that there's no difficulty settings. I could be wrong. He could be right. I haven't seen anything. I have been keeping my eye on it, but I haven't actually seen anything myself. Oh, I need this to bite. Yes. Hopefully they add some spin to the shorter shots and flops. And that is one thing that I believe that they've addressed. And it should be. I mean, that's one of the things that I used to like in the EA Sports game, is that if you added extra loft onto a club, when that ball, you know, it's like opening a club face. You add that extra loft on it by opening the club face. When you come underneath that ball, the revolutions that you create on that ball are a lot higher, so it generates more backspin. Now, people that don't play golf won't understand that, so they won't expect it. They won't be looking for that in the game. That element of the EA Sports game, where the loft on the club could generate more backspin, was so good. It really was. I mean, it was probably a bit OP, but the concept of it was so good. Bounce that bunker. Yes. It was mentioned somewhere that there would be some official banners and objects in the designer. I mean, I would imagine, because of the fact that you've got all these new guys in the game, all of their sponsors are going to have to be included in the game, because of the fact that if they're not included in the game, then they can't show the sponsors on the guys' shirts. But if you have a look at some of the pictures of the guys when they released the 11 Pros, you know, they've all got sponsors on the shirt. Like, I think Bryson's got a Puma logo on his shirt. They've all got their logos, and those logos those brands will have to be included in the game, which means if they're included in the game, you should be able to add them onto custom objects like banners. So say you choose a Callaway driver that hits longer than a ping driver, the Callaway is more tougher to swing. See, I think I mean, I don't agree with that, because I think, you know, there are clubs out there that are specifically designed to be more forgiving. And I don't necessarily think that a Callaway driver is harder to hit than a Ping driver or a Mizuno driver or a you know, any particular driver. You know, it's a very fine line, and I'm not entirely sure that's probably the best way to do it, to be honest. Yes, guys like early 1981 and Jim Gem have mentioned it. Yeah, I mean, unless they've got information that I haven't. I mean, they may have. There's a bogey bugger. They may have access to more information than I do. They've been playing the game consistently, recording and doing all the things that would probably earn them the right to see stuff a lot earlier than anybody else. I don't know. No loft or de-loft in the game. It's determined by swing power. Which is bizarre because loft and de-loft is, you know, you would do that when you're playing golf. You would do that naturally by opening the club face. So I've just opened that club face now to try and bring it in shorter because I'm conscious of the fact that I've got the wind coming off my left shoulder. Yeah, it's bizarre. I think that I'm going to leave it open to sort of seeing it when it's released. I'm not going to jump the gun. I'll play it when I get it like everybody else. Hope they fix the yardage problem when between clubs, especially on the long irons. This is going to be a tricky, cheeky little putt. Still 4 feet out. That's another one. Wow! Back-to-back bogeys. I have no idea what's going on with my putting at the moment. It's okay. This is just a test round. It was all about the stream and the functionality to see whether it worked. That's a double bogey. Loft is determined in part by the club you use. The shorter clubs have more loft. The shorter clubs do have more loft naturally, but if you were playing a shot where you needed less yardage or more yardage, you could use the same club but close or open the club face, especially if you're in between clubs. So that the bit that Leanne said, or Leanne D75 said, that you've got that problem in between clubs, some of that can be addressed by lofting and de-lofting the club. Not all of it, granted, but some of it can. Go back to PC. Why would I go back to PC? There's no way I'm going to go back to PC. Not now I've got this sorted out. I'm not going to let a couple of little bogeys bother me. I love my pitching wedge in real life. I feel at home with that. Yeah, I mean, a pitching wedge is probably the most versatile club in the golf bag. Yeah, somebody's told me to play Ultimate Florida Predator. I haven't played it yet. It has been mentioned. Is this 18, 17, 2 under par? Drop down the leaderboard quite a lot here. It's okay. It's all good. As long as you guys are seeing the stream and it's smooth, it looks really smooth this side. I mean, it looks that smooth that I've got absolutely no lag between what's on this screen here and what's on this screen here. I could actually play it from the streamed content. It's that close. Alright, par 4 to finish off into the 12-mile-an-hour wind. Let's just bang this down there. I have got that Ultimate Florida Predator on my list of courses to play, so watch this space, it's coming. And for any of you guys out there that haven't actually subscribed to the channel as yet, I am playing casual rounds on courses of people that have recommended them. You know, come back and check out some other videos. It would be great to have you along. It would be great to... my broadband speeds are rubbish. You know, if only 720p. It should be 1080p. I'll have a look at that. It should be at 1080p. I will check it. My 720p 60. I mean, I'm not. You know, 720p 60 FPS is perfectly fine by me. I'm not going to grumble. I thought it was at 1080, but it might be that I've got it set to. I've got my YouTube settings. In fact, let me have a quick look. Just give me a second. Stream. I can't change the settings when I'm live, so sorry about that. I'll have a look at it. It's 720 60 FPS. I mean, that's perfectly fine with me. I did do the setup on remote access in a hurry, so I might have not quite set it up correctly, but I'm happy the fact that it's streaming. Ninja can see it in 1080p. Nice. Stream is 1080p 30 FPS. There we go. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you for confirming that. And as I say, to all those people out there that are in the stream, no worries, Goggles. No worries at all, my friend. As I say, this was just a test round. I just played my PGA Tour career. As you can see, I'm a lot further along in this one than I am on the PC. A little bit of rivalry going along there. Justin Thomas. I did change all the names, but I never changed all the faces. So Justin Thomas is actually a woman in this. Yeah, for those of you guys that have been tuned in today that are new to the stream, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that'd be brilliant. If you enjoyed the stream, albeit just a PGA Tour round, please hit that like button. I will be back doing a normal stream tomorrow night using one of my recommended courses. If anybody wants to drop some recommendations into this chat before I switch the stream off, please feel free to do that. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube and you want to drop them into the comments, I do add them onto my list and they will be coming. I've got your par 3 one coming up soon, Ninja. It's probably about the 3rd or 4th one down my list, so it's coming soon, my friend. It's coming soon. But guys, keep your eyes peeled. I'll be back on tomorrow night, and I will see you roughly between 6 and 7 PM tomorrow. But until then, guys, take care. See you soon. Bye now.